So welcome to my review for Terminator 2D No Fate. Now, this is a review that I didn't expect to do. I gotta send a review code and I'm like, yes. I've been looking at this game for a while. I saw all the trailers and I'm like, I'm a huge Terminator fan. I'm like, I've got to play this game, especially from my past of being into 2D games and how they translated the Terminator 2 franchise into that. And it's available for Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Windows, Xbox One, and Xbox Series S and X. And it's been developed by Bitmap Bureau and published by Reef Entertainment. And I'll ask you guys before I get into this, are you excited about this game? Are you big Terminator fans? Have you seen these graphics? Have you seen this gameplay? Does it excite you? Is it something that you're interested in? Let me know down below. So what kind of game is this? Have you ever played Contra? It's a run and gun action platformer. And you can play as a bunch of the different characters from the original movies. So you can play as Sarah Connor, you can also play John Connor in the past and in the future, and you can also play as a classic Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Series 800 model 101 Infiltrator. And I'm not going to show a lot of the later stuff. I am going to show a lot of the gameplay, though, because that's what it's all about. And I'm going to get into all of that right now. So you have a story mode, you have an arcade mode, and then you can pick your 3 difficulty levels. And I gotta say, I started off in easy just to get through the game in a timely manner and just to see what it was all about, because I can unlock different situations and different things that can happen throughout the game, different choices. And then I moved on to a higher difficulty level because this is a game that you want to keep coming back to and unlocking different things and doing the arcade mode and story mode. So as I said, it's a run and gun platformer. So if you've ever played any of those games, you'll feel right at home here. You can shoot up, down, left, right, diagonally. You get power-ups for all of your weapons. And you can jump to different platforms, and you can also crawl up different platforms, and you can also go up ladders. And there's also the cover mechanic. So maybe you're fighting a boss and you're shooting at it and it shoots back at you. You can just duck right behind your cover and then come back out and shoot it again to take it out. Now, just to talk about the story, I think we all know the story of Terminator 2, the Terminator series. A lot of us have seen it. I think most of us have seen it. And it really takes place in Terminator 2. And you get to play as all of these characters in all of the different timelines. And it jumps back and forth to tell the entire story. And one thing I want to say here is that they expand a lot of the lore within the levels. So a lot of the story elements, you're like, oh, I know exactly where we're at. But then they've expanded upon that. Now, I think we'll spend most of the time in this review talking about the graphics, because I think that's what grabbed everybody's attention when we first saw it, and that is the meat and potatoes of this game, because the gameplay is great, that all works, but how are the graphics? Do they make any sense? I gotta say, they knocked it out of the park. I was sitting in the other room, playing it all day, and I could not believe what I was seeing. It's a true love letter to the Terminator franchise in the attention to detail of the world and the characters. They recreate entire scenes from the movie that we all know so well, but you can play them in 2D. I'm telling you, as a 16-year-old kid back in the day, I would have passed out if I had played this game. It's like the ultimate Terminator game ever made with 2D graphics.
Come with me if you want to live.
It's just so wild to be running around in the Terminator world, like playing as John Connor in the future, Los Angeles that's been destroyed, just fighting hunter-killers in the streets. It's just like a dream come true for me personally, because I gotta say, I am a huge fan of the series. I mean, I saw the movies in 1984. I saw the first one. My dad took me to the theater, and I was blown away seeing Terminator 1. And then I think I was 17 when Terminator 2 came out in 1991, and wow, that blew me away. And just to experience the movie in this way, is deeply fulfilling. To go to the Cyberdyne laboratories and just wander around there fighting Terminators and stuff, it's really something else. And I can't state it enough, the attention to detail and to get entire scenes right. Remember the scene where Arnold comes back in time to like 1995? And he just materializes and he's naked in the street and he's just walking through and he wanders over to the bar? Oh my God, this is crazy. He wanders over to the bar and they've recreated the bar and every single character that was in that bar. I couldn't believe it. And it was just so funny that you're playing this naked Arnold from that scene, walking around just beating the crap out of all these guys in this bar. And they just recreated it so perfectly that I was kind of like taken back a little bit. I thought the amount of time and detail that they would have had to have put into this to do this, I was totally blown away. And I can't play some of the music from within the game because they brought the movie music into the game. So like that, all that bar music, a lot of you will remember that bar music, is exactly the same as it is in the game. They got the copyright for that perfectly and all of the music is there. And so you're playing quite literally a 2D Terminator game with the original music from the game, like actual singing the music from that bar scene, beating the crap out of all the guys in there, recreating that one scene. And that's just one scene out of many in this game. They also recreate iconic chases, right? So you got the T-1000 chasing John Connor through the streets. You recreate that perfectly, leading into when Arnold shows up and saves you at that point. And then you're going on another section of the game where you're controlling Arnold and shooting at the same time while avoiding obstacles coming towards you as the T-1000 gets closer. Now I talked a bit about the music, how they've used some of the music that was in the movie in the game. Yes, they have that even for backgrounds, but they've gone in and recreated iconic themes from the movie, the classic Terminator themes, and have them playing in the background. And I gotta say, the music is incredible. The music is amazing. I'll just give an example right now. But it's not just music, it's sound effects. There's iconic sound effects here. Like the weapons they use in the future, I think they're called phased plasma rifles. That's off the top of my memory there.
Phased plasma rifle in a 40-watt range.
Hey, just what you see, pal.
But those sound effects are perfect and they're just exactly like they were in the movie. And we all love those sound effects in the movie. And there's so many different levels to go through of the movie, so it follows the movie, but you will jump back and forth at certain different timelines, as I already said. I don't want to ruin too much about that, but they've recreated so many classic scenes, so many classic bosses that we didn't even know were bosses. So many classic enemies that were in the movies are now bosses that you fight. And it's really fulfilling. It's really fulfilling to play as all of the different characters and experience all of their different angles and experience the storyline through them. What are my final thoughts on this game? I'm not kidding. It's so easy for me to say this. They've knocked it out of the park. They've nailed it. They've really gotten this right. And just in playing it today, I couldn't believe the attention to detail, the love letter to the Terminator franchise in every single scene and in every iconic moment is done to perfection. And I'm really thrilled about the game, and it put a big smile on my face. And I think that's the biggest thing that I can say for Terminator fans. It'll put a big smile on your face as you're playing through some of these iconic moments. And a lot of us really grew up with the Terminator, really love those movies. They really are still with us. The first two the first two. And yeah, to be able to experience a lot of those moments again, just make you happy. This is not a complicated review. It just makes you happy. No pun intended. I have the Happy Console Gamer Show, and I gotta say, this game makes me happy. You know, this is not overly complicated. This is not like some 3D action platforming game using brand new mechanics. No, this is what we grew up with. This is the good old tried and true action platforming mechanics that are brought to life using the Terminator franchise. And I applaud the effort, I do. And I'm gonna go pick up this game right now, a physical copy, because it should be in every 2D fan's library, because this is a classic, and I think a lot of people will be talking about this game in time. That's my review. It's a short one. It's one of those ones I snuck in at the end of the year because I was really interested in the game and it really lived up to expectations. So anyways, guys, until next time.